Hi, this is Brenda Green, and welcome back to Living in the Go. So, I was looking at a podcast today on AI. So, I'm asking the question, what do you know about AI? Is it important? Is it something that's coming that you're not aware of? Is it something that you need to be afraid of? So, this podcast answered a lot of questions for me, and hopefully, I can answer some for you too. So this podcast talked about the godfather of AI. His name is Geoffrey Hinton. Like over 50 years ago, he was working on AI, and at the time, he didn't think necessarily about what could happen down the road, what if there would be risk, if AI was going to be a good thing. It was just fascinating to him, and he was such a genius with it. He created a lot of things. He worked for Google for about 10 years, and the reason he did that is because he has a son with special needs, and being a teacher at a college wasn't making him any money, and he knew in order to make millions of dollars to provide for his child, he needed to do something. So he created some software that was so amazing that Google bought it from him and gave him a job, and he worked there for about 10 years. But he left because he saw the downsides, and so he gave some of the risks. And so with AI, there are things that you can consider because AI is everywhere now. So the risk about AI, certainly cyber attacks. You've heard of cyber attacks, how they hit our grids, our electrical systems, and things go down. They hit banks, hospitals. They do ransom, give us money or we're going to take all the data. So it's the cyber attacks, they do that. Viruses. Sometimes they do viruses just to get your information. You'll get an email that says, hi, I'm so and so. They let you think that that's a friend of yours, and you click on the link, and they've got all your data and maybe all your money. So the other thing is that AI can be used to make weapons, very scary stuff. And so just some of the things that he was thinking about. AI certainly eliminates jobs in a way that it might have taken 20 workers to do something at one point. But now with AI, it takes one worker to hit a button and have all those functions done. So the job market is not people taking jobs, it's AI taking some jobs. And AI, as he said, it continues to get smarter. So people would think, oh, it won't be smarter than us because we as human beings program it. No, it's designed so they will continue to grow, and it learns from itself, and eventually it could potentially be smarter than us. So that's something to contend with. You look now, AI can clone people's mannerisms, their voices, and so you think you're seeing the real person talking online when it's from AI. But it's so realistic because they can actually mimic their voice that it's kind of scary. AI right now can read millions of lines of code, millions, and disseminate information and figure out what they're going to do with it. Well, the human brain is not capable of that, but we have designed something that can. There are some pluses. AI can certainly be used in healthcare and education. A lot of the functions and things that people typically have to do, or the paperwork, all that, can be done quicker and faster with AI, so that it can get you more health care if they use it in the right way, right? Education, coming up with different kind of strategy to help improve the learning for kids, doing things online, all of that could be a wonderful addition to the way we learn. So AI can be used for that. But you think about it in terms of it's taking that data. I was thinking about when in our country, when Elon Musk created the Doge department, they went in, they took all our data. What do you do with that data? Because it used to have safeguards. It no longer has that. And there have been so many data breaches. What are they doing with that? Well, the things that they could do is to corrupt elections, which we've seen happen. They can cause division with people because the algorithms that are set up in the platforms that we watch, you have people in different camps. One camp feels this way, the other camp feels that way. So they continue to stream things to you that reinforce your thinking, so you don't look at other sides or other conversations because you're in your bubble. Well, AI does that. I'm thinking another thing to help yourself with AI being able to infiltrate so many things with viruses and corruption. You might want to spread your money around because they could hit banks. There are a lot of safeguards and regulations in banking. They try to take some of those away, but hopefully they don't. But if they do, spread your money out. Don't just have it in one banking institution, because if that bank goes down, you've lost all your money. So spread it out. I would encourage you to do that. And watch your social media algorithms, because again, they're funneling things to you that may or may not be true, and they may make you feel a certain way, and you're thinking everybody's your enemy when they're not. They're all in their silo, you're in your silo, but this is being done on purpose. So you want to think about those things. So he created AI, he's like that godfather, but he is also seeing the things that are not good for it, which is why he left Google, and now he's spreading the word in terms of the things that could happen that could harm us. So just something for you to think about, food for information, because AI is here, it's not going anywhere. So what are we going to do about it?